Welcome to Alicia Speaks TV, where we are healing out loud and gaining our power back one day at a time. And we're back with another Wednesday Gym. Come on and sit your tail down. Alicia Speaks is now in session. Last time we touched on triggers. The time before that, we touched on what psychology is and the 7 different types, as well as boundaries. So today we're going to go ahead and elaborate on those boundaries. I'm going to go ahead and grab my handy dandy hoe book and get right into business. So first of all, what is a boundary? A boundary is a line that marks the limits of an area, a dividing line. So when you're setting your boundaries, you need to imagine that line that you are creating your barrier with, regardless if it's a thing, person, or place. Create that line. How do you set boundaries? Think about that. How do you set boundaries? Boundaries have not been easy for me to set because I did go through a phase where I was a people person. I was always worried about somebody else's emotions instead of mine, and not acknowledging when I was just exhausted and needed to say no. Which brings me to some ways that you can set boundaries or continue to increase setting boundaries. It only involves these simple steps, y'all. Clearly communicating your needs, limits, and expectations in a respectful, assertive manner. Well, that wasn't always easy for me either because I don't like to repeat myself. But I always have to remember that we all learn and comprehend differently. And when you get disrespectful, you're already putting that negative energy into the air. So you can't expect the person on the receiving end to really even care to listen to you when you're not speaking with a respectful manner or tone. These simple skills protect your physical and emotional well-being by defining what is acceptable behaviors and reducing codependency. When you really mature and learn to grow up, you realize that it's okay to ask for help, but you really get to the point where you don't want to. Because in my experience, I'm going to speak from my experience, I see the times that I was enabled by a parent or people around me, some being afraid of how I may react, and some just not knowing how to speak to me like a human being, and that would make me react. Because don't get it twisted, just because I'm on my healing journey, you ain't gonna talk to me any type of way, because I will lean the fuck up. Anyway, identifying your limits is step number one. Step number one, identifying your limits. Okay? It doesn't matter how the other person feels, because if you're already at your limit and overstimulated and exhausted, you're not going to be any good to anybody else because you're not good for yourself right now. Take the time to identify your limits and sit your ass down. Be clear and direct. Use I, no. Those are complete sentences. Well, no is a complete sentence. You know what I was trying to say. Be consistent. Set consequences, not for just those on the receiving end, but also for yourself. Set consequences. Don't beat yourself up, but when you renege on your boundaries, ask yourself, why did you do that? Was it for you or the person on the receiving end? Start there. That's something that has helped me tremendously. Do I feel bad? Do I feel guilty because I was unable to help that person, but I'm trying to help myself? Think about it. Does that even make sense? Which leads me to practicing more self-care. Whatever your self-care looks like for you, whether it's a spa day, out and about, at home, getting your feet done, your nails done, your hair done, your makeup, going to buy a new outfit, whatever form of self-care that makes you feel at peace, practice more of it, okay? Practice more of it. Physical, going back to that no, asking not to be touched or asking for personal space. Don't feel bad about that. We all need our space. We all don't want to be touched 24/7, 365. If you do, to each his own. But personally, I don't. I enjoy my personal space. Time and energy, again, saying no to those extra tasks, because if you're not good for yourself, you're not going to be good for nobody else. Emotionally, you have to separate your feelings from others' emotions, like I just said. not being a therapist to everyone, because that's one reason I became in my field, because I have spent most of my life being a therapist. It just comes naturally to me. I'm an empath. I feel energy. I'm Pisces as fuck. So that should clear that up. If you're into astrology, if you know, you know. And if you're a Pisces, you definitely know. It's not easy. It's not easy. Because we were really put here to heal people, but we don't like people. We love them, but we don't like all people. Again, if you know, you know. Material things and money. Setting limits on lending your possessions and money. You ain't always got to help somebody out, especially when they're always coming to ask, especially if they're not even paying you back the same reciprocation. It's not always about money, but can you call on them when you need? Even if it's just a listening ear. Can you call on them for $5, $10, $20, $50? Can you call on them for a ride? Ask yourself that. And if the answer was no, especially to all of them, let them MFers go, okay? You may feel guilty, or others may even try to guilt trip you into stepping back on your boundaries. But baby, you can't fold. You got to stand firm. This is your life, your peace, that you have dug yourself out of that dark place. You have to take the time to sit with yourself, to dig yourself out that dark hole, to stop people pleasing and learning to love and please yourself more. Okay? Stand firm. Fuck them people. And until next time, peace.